Upon a time, in the bustling city of Honolulu, Hawaii, a young boy named Barak Obama was born on August 4, 1961. Little did the world know that this child would grow up to become the 44th President of the United States, an inspirational leader, and a symbol of hope and change for millions around the globe. Barak's story began with a unique and diverse heritage. His father, Barak Obama, hailed from Kenya, while his mother, Stanley Ann Dunham, was an American anthropologist with a passion for social justice. Their marriage was a fusion of cultures and ideas, giving young Barak a rich and multifaceted background from the very start. Tragedy struck early in Barak's life when his father left the family when he was just 2 years old. From that point on, Barak's mother took on the responsibility of raising him and his sister, Maya, instilling in them the values of resilience, compassion, and empathy. The family moved to Indonesia for a few years, exposing Barak to yet another world of diverse cultures and experiences. At the age of 10, Barak returned to Hawaii to live with his grandparents. It was during these formative years that he began to show signs of the charisma and intelligence that would later define his character. Excelling in academics and sports, he attended Punahou School, a prestigious private institution in Honolulu. As Barak entered his teenage years, he grappled with questions of identity and belonging. His mixed-race background, which was relatively uncommon at the time, made him introspective about race relations and social justice issues. These early experiences would greatly influence his later endeavors and political vision. Following his high school graduation, Barak embarked on a journey of self-discovery, attending Occidental College in Los Angeles before transferring to Columbia University in New York City. During his time at Columbia, he became increasingly aware of the social disparities faced by underprivileged communities, and he began to engage in activism and community organizing. After earning his degree in political science, Barak moved to Chicago, where he found his calling as a community organizer. Working alongside marginalized communities, he learned the power of grassroots movements and the importance of empowering people to effect change from within. This period laid the groundwork for his future political career. In 1991, Barak entered Harvard Law School, where he distinguished himself as an exceptional student and was elected as the first black president of the Harvard Law Review. His academic achievements and leadership skills earned him considerable recognition, and upon graduating, he returned to Chicago to practice civil rights law and teach constitutional law. But it was in the realm of politics that Barak's true destiny awaited. In 1996, he was elected to the Illinois State Senate, representing the 13th District. His ability to bridge gaps, unite people, and build coalitions quickly made him a rising star in the Democratic Party. Throughout his tenure as a state senator, he championed various issues, including healthcare reform, ethics in government, and support for working families. In 2004, Barack Obama's life would take a dramatic turn. That year, he was invited to deliver the keynote address at the Democratic National Convention, a speech that electrified the nation and catapulted him into the national spotlight. It was a defining moment that marked the beginning of his meteoric rise on the political stage. In 2008, Barack Obama announced his candidacy for the presidency of the United States. Running on a platform of hope and change, he tapped into the collective desire for progress and unity, particularly after the divisive years of the Bush administration. His campaign resonated with millions, transcending race and age, and his message of unity inspired a new generation of voters. The road to the White House was not without challenges. Barack faced criticism and skepticism, but he weathered the storms with grace and determination. In the Democratic primaries, he engaged in a historic battle with then-Senator Hillary Clinton, ultimately securing the nomination to become the Democratic Party's presidential candidate. In the general election, Barack Obama faced Republican nominee Senator John McCain. It was a hard-fought contest, but on November 4, 2008, the American people spoke, and Barack Obama was elected as the first African-American president of the United States. The historic significance of this moment cannot be overstated, as it marked a turning point in the nation's history. Taking office during one of the most challenging periods in recent memory, Barack Obama inherited an economy in the midst of a severe recession, 2 wars in the Middle East, and a deeply polarized political landscape. Undeterred, he tackled these issues head-on, signing the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act to stimulate economic growth and prevent further financial collapse. Throughout his presidency, Barack Obama fought for progressive reforms in healthcare, education, and environmental protection. His landmark achievement, the Affordable Care Act, expanded healthcare coverage to millions of Americans and provided protections against discrimination based on pre-existing conditions. As a champion of diplomacy, Obama pursued a policy of engagement on the international stage. He sought to repair strained relationships with nations around the world and promote peaceful resolutions to conflicts. Notably, he oversaw the historic re-establishment of diplomatic relations with Cuba, ending decades of isolation between the two countries. Yet, like all leaders, Barack Obama faced criticism and challenges during his presidency. Critics argued that his policies were too liberal, while others felt they didn't go far enough. The burden of high expectations weighed heavily on his shoulders, as many hoped he would swiftly solve all of the nation's problems. In the realm of foreign affairs, Obama's presidency saw its share of trials, with events such as the Arab Spring, the rise of ISIS, and the ongoing war in Afghanistan. His decisions were not without controversy, but he always sought to balance pragmatic action with his vision of a more peaceful and interconnected world. As his time in the Oval Office drew to a close, Barack Obama's presidency left an indelible mark on American history. He had achieved significant milestones, but he also acknowledged that there was much work left to be done to create a more equitable and just society. After 2 terms in office, Barack Obama passed the baton to his successor, Donald J. Trump, and retreated from the political forefront for a time. However, his influence and impact on American politics remained significant, as he continued to advocate for causes close to his heart and lend his support to various initiatives. Even after leaving office, Barack Obama remains an iconic figure and a symbol of hope for many. His ability to inspire people across the globe with his words and actions continues to shape the course of history. Whether through his speeches, books, or philanthropic efforts, his legacy endures, leaving an indomitable impression on the hearts and minds of generations to come. And so, the story of Barack Obama, a man whose life journey took him from the warm shores of Hawaii to the hallowed halls of the White House, serves as a reminder that with determination, compassion, and the audacity to hope, one person can truly make a difference in the world. The chapters of his life story will forever inspire and motivate those who dare to dream of a better tomorrow.